Have you ever complained about what's on your credit report? Well, I have something really funny. I have been reviewing credit reports from other countries, and I found it really insightful that other countries actually report a lot more data than we do here in the United States. Before I show you this, let's be clear. Lenders in the United States would love to see the data that I'm going to show you here from a Jamaican credit report. Why? Because everyday data from the Jamaican credit report goes far beyond what Americans see on our credit report and what it's able to report. Of course, it will report your traditional loans, your credit cards, but it also includes things like rent. Now, you can include things like rent as well as a positive trade line, but this can report rent as a negative, including utilities and other invoices that are non-bank financials. The other thing it does, which is really cool, I know lenders would like this, you probably wouldn't so much. It has detailed affordability calculations, so it's tracking how much you pay on your debts each month and what you're able to afford. It includes your debt to income ratio. Could you imagine that? It also includes outstanding debt and overall indebtedness. Now, if you have a lot of open accounts on your credit profile, it actually will be a negative indicator and a higher risk level on your credit score. It shows the collateral tied to the loan. Could you imagine this? If you got an auto loan, it would show what you got and what that value of that vehicle is. If you got a personal loan, it actually indicate if you got the loan out for debt consolidation or what you got that debt out. It shows business relationships and affiliations. So if you own a business, it will indicate that you own that business and what status you have in that business. This allows the lender to assess your risk and maybe be able to ask additional questions because you may have a higher risk due to owning a business. It also will show fraud and suspicious activity as indicators on the credit report. And this one, quite interesting, and I know a lot of lenders would love to see this. It has credit score trend history. So you can actually see on the credit report for the lenders whether or not the credit score is going up or if it's trending down, or if we have this major up and major down movements. A lender would be able to see that. And maybe one of the craziest things it shows is probability of default calculations. This is going to estimate the likelihood of becoming delinquent on an account. Now think about that for a moment. Most Americans think their credit report is telling us everything. In America, lenders often have to make decisions on a partial picture, or they have to get additional information before making a decision. But this system attempts to provide all the information more complete and holistic of the person's overall financial risk. In fact, the report we're reviewing showed a defaulted rent payment that occurred years ago as part of the consumer's profile. Now, as consumers, many of us probably would not want all this information on a credit report. But from a lender's perspective, it's a dream. Now, the Jamaican credit report system is a new system. It's only about 12 years old, and so it has an advantage to our older American system. We had to kind of grow into figuring out risk levels, whereas the Jamaican credit reports have seen what we have done over the years and other countries have done, and other countries are watching, and they're seeing what has helped assess someone's risk level. And due to that, Jamaica came in with a better, more overall credit scoring system in their country. So while Americans often complain about credit reporting, the reality is we have a lot more privacy than many people realize. Because in some countries, lenders can see a lot more than they can here. The question is, would you want them to?